Hello students, hope you all are doing well, hope you all are fine. And as we had studied in the earlier video, we had done till reading, and I told you to read already the article that is given in the green box. And then after that we will start solving this one by one, so that it's even more easier for you all. Okay. So first we come to the reading part, and for to solve this reading part you'll have to read. I already told you to read this. I'll just shorten my window. I already told you to read this green part, wherein you'll have to read it and you'll have to understand it, because then today we'll be solving it. So today we are going to do this exam spot first. Doing well in reading test. So obviously a reading test means you have to read. Many a times what happens, and many students have confessed to this, that what happens is that they don't read and they just guess the answers. This is not a perfect way to solve. If you are doing this, you are going to get into a big trouble, because guessing the answers is a very very bad decision. You always have to read the passage or the paragraph or the interview, whatever is given to you all. You'll have to read it, and don't read it that you actually spend 15-20 minutes in reading. Means like you have to scan it. You have to scan means not scan, but scan means to read and to grasp all the important points. Okay, this is what you have to do, right? Okay, so particularly part 6 and 8 means being able to skim, read quickly to get to a general impression of it, and to scan, look over a text quickly to find a specific information. So reading test basically involves skimming and scanning. So skimming means to read text quickly, not investing a lot of time in reading 15-20 minutes, but to read a text very quickly and to get to general or important or general impression. Like if I read a story and if it is about a scenery, describing a scenery, so I'll just skim the text and I'll come to know that this particular text is about scenery, right? And scanning means to look at the text in such a way that it's clear to you that it is giving you a specific information, whatever you need. So this is what this tells us, right? So here we have, take 1 minute to skim the article. So here you have to skim the article, then write the answers to the questions. So I'm giving you a time. You can pause the video and you can try the questions for yourself. Till then, I'll wait for you all, and then we'll start with the answers. We'll start with the checking of the answers, right? Okay, now that you all had paused the video and tried the questions yourself, now you all can resume the video back and we'll solve it. So just check your answers. If your answers are wrong, just correct your answers, right? Take 1 minute to skim the article, then answer these questions. Which statement best summarizes the article? The writer feels that the best way to communicate is to talk to someone directly, or the writer is making the point that phone technology has changed very rapidly, or C, the writer believes that progress in phone technology can make communication simple. Okay, so I think the answer is A. Writer feels that the best way to communicate is to talk to someone directly. This is what the writer feels, and this is what this is what the writer feels, and this is what the right answer is. If you have got the right answer correct, then very good. Okay, now we come to the second. Which word describes the writing? Which word best describes the writing? So, which word describes the whole article that you read, whether it's historical, it's satirical, it's sociological, or it's futuristic? So, the answer is satirical, okay? If you got it right, very good. Next question, as you can see, is now scan the article to answer these questions. Try to answer them all in 1 minute. What does the writer think now seems unimaginably primitive? This you have to scan the text, and you have to do it by yourself. Okay, you have to do it by yourself because it is based on your reading abilities. It means if you all have read it correctly as the way it should be read, then you all will get the answers right. So I already gave you time to read it. 1 day, 2 days were already given for you all to read the text, and and uh, to solve this, I want you to pause the video, and the answers are basically really small. So you can see after one, you can see some space here, you can see some space here, here and here. You can write it over here, right? Okay, so now you can pause it, and then we'll resume the video, and then we'll discuss the answers, whether you all have got it correct or no. Okay students, now that you all have resumed the video back again, we'll check the answers. What does the writer think now seems to be unimaginably primitive? Primitive means very, old fashioned, too old fashioned, like, okay. So first the answer is texting. The answer to the first one is texting. What does the writer say sometimes led to repetitive strain injury? Second one. Strain injury, the answer is texting for long periods. Second one, the answer is texting for long periods. Third one, what is there said to be in the town of Sutton Coldfield? A museum of texting. The answer is a museum of texting. Fourth one, what is described as one of the greatest breakthroughs of the age? Fourth one, the invention of the immobile phone. The invention of the immobile phone is the answer. What was discovered out of the blue? Person to person conversation. Sorry. Yeah. Fifth one, yes. The answer to the fifth one is person to person conversation was discovered out of the blue. Sixth one, what do the initials PFC stand for? It stands for phone free conversation. Okay, so if you all have got this correct, everything correct, please very good. You all can comment down in the comment section and tell me that you all have got all correct, so that I can get back to you all. Okay, now if you all have got little bit wrong, 2-3 wrong, or even 1 wrong, or even 2 wrong, it means you all, the reading of your text was not as it should be, so you have to practice more on reading, right? Okay, now we come here. Underline the phrasal verbs in the article. So many uncountable times now we have done phrasal verbs. Can you replace any of them with a more formal word or a phrase? Okay, so what you can do, you can underline in the text itself. Like for example, this is the text, and for example this I have underlined. So if suppose this is the phrasal verb, I am just giving you an example. Okay, this you can underline, and above that only you can see little space here. Above that only you can write how the word with which it can be replaced with a more formal language. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, so what you do is, I'll pause, you can pause the video here, you can guess all the, you can underline all the phrasal verbs, whatever you think are phrasal verbs, and then we'll check it, okay, whether they are phrasal verbs or no. Okay, so you can pause the video here and then we'll resume the video and then we'll check the answers, right? Okay students, now that you all have resumed the video, we will discuss what are the phrasal verbs, and we will also understand that with which formal word that phrasal verb can be replaced. Okay, so you don't only have to do one task of underlining the phrasal verb, but basically you have to do two. Like, you have to first underline the phrasal verb and then you have to even write the formal meaning or formal replacement of that phrasal verb. How will that be in a formal language? Okay, so first I'll tell you the phrasal verb, then I'll tell you the replaced word. Okay, so come out wrong is a phrasal verb and it will be replaced by were typed inaccurately. So students, you have to find it from the passage and then underline it. Okay, so I'll not be finding it for you from the passage, because that is totally your work. Okay, came out right can be replaced by were typed accurately. Leave out can be replaced by omit, OMIT. Texted back can be replaced by responded. Got through can be replaced by reached its destination. Drawn out can be replaced by extended. Dress up can be replaced by wear fancy dress. Came up can be replaced by had. Came up with the idea, so had. Okay, battery running down can be replaced by losing its charge. Okay, walking around can be replaced by walking, only walking. Okay, around you, it's not necessary that you add around, it can be only walking also, that can also be formal, right? Then switch off, you can replace it by unwind. Come up with, you can be, this thing can be replaced by devised. And PFC has taken off, this phrasal verb can be replaced by become a great success. Okay, so now we have finished the third one, now we'll go to the fourth one. Look at the highlighted verbs. What noun do they collocate? Look at the highlighted verbs. Okay, so highlighted verbs are these verbs. Okay, the ones that they have already highlighted in yellow color. These are these are already highlighted, so you have to take a look at these words. Okay, then let's see what they are trying to say in the fourth one. Look at the highlighted verbs. So all the highlighted verbs I showed you, these are the ones in the yellow. What nouns do they collocate with which noun do they collocate? And I told you what are collocations are the words that that they go well together and have been used in the English language, and it is thought that both the words go blend well with each other. There's no logical meaning or such thing for it, but they really, the two words that go very well with each other and are being used in English language for a long time, they are known as collocation. So basically what you have to do is these verbs you have to understand with which noun they'll go, okay, and which noun they'll collocate. Basically this is the question. So if you can guess, you can pause the video, but otherwise we'll discuss it together and you can do it for yourself, but I'll prefer that you know you do it with me. Okay, so like the first one, it's given take some time, okay, take some time, and take is given. So with which word will it collocate to give a meaningful word altogether, a meaningful collocations? So take will collocate with time, so take time, okay, take time. So take plus time, okay. So here only above take you can write take time, okay, so that it's not hectic for y'all also. Have no way of knowing. Have. You had absolutely no way of knowing. So the collocation can be have no way. What will be the collocation? Have no way. Similarly, I'll be dictating you others also. You all can write it above that word, highlighted word. Reach a destination. Okay, reach a destination. Take place. Come up with. Feel the need to. Give opportunity, make progress, sorry, come up with a way, come up with a way, come up with a solution, come up with a solution, have no idea. So basically what they have done, they have given you the meaning here itself, and they have told you that now you have to make a collocation of this. So take some time. What can be the collocation of take with the help of the noun will be take time, okay. Now similarly here also, absolute, had absolutely no way of knowing. So what will be the collocation? Had no way of knowing, okay. Are you understanding? This is what they are trying to say. Now we come to the fifth one. Look at the photos, work in small groups and discuss this. So this, students, is a discussion. This you have to do it on your own. As I told you, you all can discuss it with your parents, you all can discuss it with your friends, not friends, basically whoever is there in your house, and you all can tell me in the comment section. You all can comment down that you all had discussed, so that I come to know. Now students, this thing is over. Now we'll go to the this part, writing folder, exam folder, sorry. Okay, and this part will not be a very difficult one, because this is word formation, and you know, through that apps and through those apps, CAE apps, practice CAE practice apps, we have done so much, so many word formation, that I think by now y'all should tell me how it should be done. It's done so many times, right? Okay. Now we paper 1 part 3. So this word formation is a part of paper 1. So what is paper 1? Paper 1 is reading and use of English. This is paper 1. Inside that, part 3 is always word formation. Are you understanding? So here it's given, I'll read out to you. In part 3, the reading and use of English test, you are given a text, and if you remember, there's always a gap given, and in that gap you'll always write the wrong word. So why you'll write the wrong word? Because you keep guessing and you don't read the text. This is the reason why you all used to get wrong, and there's no other reason. And many of you all have confessed also to this, that yes, we did not read and we used to just write blindly. So okay, so if you are writing blindly, then don't expect that you'll get right answers. Might be 1 or 2 will be right, but maximum will be wrong, and even your brains will not get functioned in what you are being asked, because you've got the habit of guessing. So a time will come when you all will start guessing in everything. So don't do that. I'm telling you, guessing is not the way to achieve whatever you want. If you want something, you have to do hard work. What is the point? I mean, how much time will it take to read a one paragraph? You don't have to guess it. You have to read it, okay? Okay. Use of you are given a text, most of the lines contains one gap. We know this very well. At the end of the line, line is a word in capitals. Okay, so for example, like this. So they are telling about this. So there's a line and then there's a gap, and then after this gap only the word in capital is given. So what you have to do is you have to form a word from the same root word. So this is the root word. Many of y'all, what y'all do, y'all write the same word over here and y'all think y'all will get marks. No, this is not. You have to modify this word in such a way, the word that is given in the capitals, so that it fits well with the sentence. They are not telling you to copy the same word. If they would tell you to copy the same word, then why would they do so much, why would they really have this reading and use of English? They will never have it. When they want you to just copy, it's everything is not about just copying in a pen or paper from one place to another place. It's about even using your little brains. You don't have to copy the exact words, okay? You don't have to copy the exact word over here itself, but you have to modify this word, and then you'll have to modify in such a way so that it fits well in the whole sentence. Okay, so you don't have to modify in such a way and don't read the sentence again. It's not like that. Okay, okay, anyway, let's do this. Read the text below. Each gap needs to be filled by a word beginning with the letter provided. What type of the word is needed to be filled? Fill each gap, a noun, a verb, etc. Now decide which words you think can be filled in the gap. Here I am pausing. The main word is given over here. You have to think, you have to modify this word in such a way so that it fits in the gap and it also makes sense while you read the sentence. So I am giving you some time. You all can pause it. You all can pause and you all can do it for yourself, and then we'll check it. And also you have to write what type of the word is needed to fill in the gap. For example, if noun is needed or verb is needed, all that. If the word is a verb or a noun or a adverb or an adjective, that also you have to write. Okay, so the formed word you will write over here, and above this only you will write what type it is. Is it a noun, is it a verb, or what it is. Okay, okay, so we'll resume the video and we'll try to understand. So the development of mobile phones has a surprise. It's a surprise actually. I think there's some printing mistake. Is surprise surprise dash long history. So you'll not write the same word. It will not be the development of mobile phones has a surprise long history. You will have to modify surprise